In this video, I'm going to show you how I took a student store from $0 to $50,000 per month on his Shopify store with a clear strategy that you can follow and you can learn. In this video, you will have everything that you need to take your store from wherever you are right now to over $50,000 and even $100,000 per month, and following the strategy that he followed. Let's go. But before we start, I want to congratulate Davia for winning the giveaway from the past video. If you want to win a $0 to $10,000 per day guide for your Shopify store, all you have to do is comment automate, subscribe, hit that notification bell and that like button, and I'll pick a winner from this video. And if you want to take your Shopify store to the next level this year and beyond and want somebody to help you do it and mentor you through the steps that you need to take, make sure to click that first link down in the description to schedule a free consult with either me or somebody in my team to help you guide through the steps and build out your strategy. So click that or wait until the end of the video to hear all the details. All right, meet Albert. Albert is one of my students who joined my automated dropshipping program a couple of months back. He joined around October or November, so he's been quite a while, almost 6 months at this point, and he wasn't really that profitable. He wasn't really seeing too much success, was just testing a product here, testing a product there, was going through other courses as well, a little bit scattered, testing whatever product he could find to see if he can get results. He was hitting around $100, $200 a day, so it wasn't too bad. And then I went in and saw that he was struggling, so I put more attention into the student to really take him to the next level. And as you can see here, he went from an average of $1,000 a day, which he was doing pretty comfortably for about 2 to 3 weeks, to over $5,000 in a single day, March 15th, which was basically last week. And here you see him posting motivation time. I don't take this as bragging rights, but almost 8 months ago, which when he started dropshipping, not when he joined the program, when he's basically started doing dropshipping, and in 8 months he was able to turn that in $26,81,000 per month. And then he went from that to $51.88K this month, and it's even more than that. It's at this point it's already like $58,000 this month, and it's probably going to finish off around $65,000, even $75,000. And he made $33K this week. This past week, from Monday to Sunday, he made $33,000, which is insane. He was aiming for a 50K a week, and now he's just absolutely crushing it. 2K days consistently, 3K days, and a massive 8K day. Here you can see my face in his messages right there. So what did he actually do to go from a little bit struggling, kind of getting a sale here and there, to me then taking him by the wing and then taking his revenue and his sales to the next level? So let's see what he did. Branded niche store, which I always talk about. Just have a branded store, a niche store, or maybe a general store, but it's at least branded. It's not just you trying to sell whatever product there is. And a trending product that was right before the coronavirus pandemic, and then demand went up after the chaos, after the pandemic. So this was actually a cleaning product, or a body cleaning product, you can call it that. And then it went up right after the pandemic because it was a very high interest product for anybody that wants to keep their body clean. To find a product like that, you need to look at products that are almost essential to people, or the value that they see in the product is massive. Even when we're not in a pandemic or a virus thing, then you can still sell products that are almost essential. Like, people see that product, they think about that product, and they think, okay, I would put my money on this instead of buying some other gadget or some knick-knack or something like that. I see a lot of people that are dropshipping, they just try to sell cool products, trendy products that don't really mean anything. They don't have any value to people. If you want to know exactly what products have value and how you can sell them, you can click the eye icon. I discussed that really well in the past video. But in this video, he also did a ruthless Facebook ad creative testing. He was testing multiple ads per week, multiple videos per week, and seeking help basically every day. He was posting on the group every single day for advice. He was posting his results, $100 a day. How can I take this to 1,000? And just constantly seeking help, which is something that if you are terrified of, or if you don't want to do, there's a lot of free Facebook groups out there that you can go and post and get feedback from people and get basically a review from people for free on those Facebook groups, even if you don't have any money. And if you do have money, then obviously you can do it through a mentorship or a mentor. And the third thing is scaling the account, but making sure his supplier and logistics are trustworthy. We're gonna get into the gritty detail into right now. So Facebook ad testing structure, how you can actually get from doing 100, 150, maybe 200 a day, or maybe 0 or losing money, to getting over $8,000 in a single day. It comes down to one product at a time, like I always talked about, and 5 audiences to determine profitability in the beginning. 5 to 10 audiences to see if that product is actually going to be profitable on Facebook, and multiple ad copies and multiple videos. If your budget is quite low, you can only test a couple of variations at a time, then I would suggest doing multiple ad copies. If your budget is big and you can get a lot of videos and professionally done videos, then I would suggest multiple videos. The more you test, the better results you are going to get, and the more likely you are to actually find an ad that scales you up to 100,000 per month. Second point here, lookalike audiences, which you'll see right there. A lookalike audience is basically an audience that you create off of a data that you have, or an audience of data, which is then called a custom audience. That custom audience can be people that click on your ads, people that buy from you, people that view a video of your ads, anything that happens on your Facebook pixel, which gathers information. You can then create a lookalike audience, which is basically using the data that you have and getting people that are very similar to them or that behave like them on Facebook. It's letting Facebook do the work for you to find you those people. And that's how Albert has been able to get to $8,000 a day. It's all been lookalike testing on Facebook and just scaling that up as much as possible. Lookalike audiences are your best friend. Literally, you can scale up to like 10 grand a day with lookalikes alone, but be careful with scaling because you also need more cold audiences. And not to get too technical, but cold audiences are basically new audiences that you are testing to help the lookalike grow better. So once you have a lookalike audience, which is based on the data that you had before, you need to get more of that data to help the lookalike audience grow and feed it and help it grow and get better people and get help with scaling. One thing that Albert didn't do was hire a VA to help you organize everything, keep the ads consistent, and that really hurt him because he was scaling to 5K a day and then didn't have even a minute to breathe all day. Like it says right here, I'll give you a testimonial as soon as I have a second to breathe, because that's literally how he was. He was getting to 5K a day and didn't have any time. So I would highly suggest, I'm a big believer in hiring people, building your own team, building a sustainable business, and that's how you can do it. So 3 things about sourcing. Here you can see, hey Rafael, have you got any agent that can source me this during Lunar New Year? That was around the middle of January. And he was saying, I got a supplier that should be doing it. He says he's working through the holidays, but he hasn't answered in 24 hours, and I'm selling this product. I'm on 500 per day. I'm planning on scaling it. And one thing really important that a lot of people don't do is when they start scaling, they don't really care about their sourcing. They just think that the supplier is going to have the products, think that everything is going to be okay, and then just keep scaling and then just keep making money, and then they're hurt by thousands literally of refunds, chargebacks, hurting their entire business and not growing the business profitably. So 3 main things that you got to do is get a supplier who is using aliexpress. aliexpress is a type of shipping method that you can do from China. It's really the fastest method anywhere. And ePacket, if you're using that, please scrap that, use another one, either one of these 3 basically. So either aliexpress, shipping from China, those suppliers from China can use aliexpress to ship it the fastest way possible. Second of all is get US suppliers whenever possible, or US based production. If you can get people or factories that produce it in the United States, that is huge. If you want to learn how to do that, again, check the eye icon. I'm going to put there how to find US suppliers. But that's something else you can do. His suppliers are in China, so it's a whole different deal. Or use trusted services and verify stock holds and shipping times. When you're using a service, for example, let's say UDroppy, which I talk about a lot, they're great, but I always verify with my agent at UDroppy if they have enough available of that stock and what are the exact shipping times to every single country. Sometimes what you'll do is you'll scale up in the United States, you'll scale up in Canada, and then you start scaling up, let's say in Australia, and they have 100 packages, which is great. You start scaling up, you get 100 orders in Australia, and then you see that the shipping time is like 2 months, and the shipping cost is $20 per package to Australia. And now you're screwed. Now you have to refund a bunch of Australian people. So you really have to make sure that every single country that you're advertising, every single thing that you're doing in the process of scaling has to be covered by your sourcing supplier, and make sure that that's the strongest it can possibly be. Another thing when it comes to scaling, you have to make sure that PayPal or any payment accounts that you have, just like this student, he put, if PayPal puts a limitation on my account, when they check the docs, would it be okay to switch to another PayPal account because I'm losing sales because it's taking 2 days for them to review the documents that I uploaded. So always have multiple PayPal accounts, multiple payment accounts. Make sure to have multiple payment processors. If you just have one and there's an issue, then you can't make any money. So I highly recommend you make sure that your payments are set up, your supplier is all sorted, and then you can make sure to scale massively to, for example, $8,000 per day. I'm gonna bring this MFK to the moon and take it to the next level. And also things to avoid when you are scaling to 5K, 10K per day, and so on, when you have a profitable ad, do not go crazy on scaling audiences and adding more budget. One student, for example, he made around $20,000 or so, and then he found out he lost around $1,000 when he looked at all his financials. And the profit was actually negative 1,000. Why? Because he took profitable audiences and profitable ads and started duplicating them as much as he possibly could. He just started duplicating, putting this budget and taking it from like $20 a day, $200 a day. And a lot of people do that. You need to have a step-by-step approach and a strategy to scaling. Your lookalikes, for example, if you're launching lookalike audiences, if they're profitable, launch more. But first, make sure that your first batch of audiences, first batch of testing is profitable to then keep launching. The second thing is customer service is king. Find a potential VA before you scale. If you ignore your customers, it's gonna hurt and destroy your business because they can charge back you. You can get a bunch of refunds, posting that you're a scam, and then that's it for your business. And third thing, don't ignore sourcing. You do not want 2,000 orders, but no way of fulfilling them. Those are the exact changes that made Albert a $100 a day or a sale here and there to a $51,000 per month or even $75,000 this month projected revenue student. If you want to become like him and if you want to get the skills and talk to somebody one-on-one to help you get the skills and get the strategy that you need to take this to the next level and do it like Albert, make sure to schedule a free discovery call down below, either phone call or Skype call. Make sure to click that first link in the description, put in your details, apply down below, and we'll call you at your time. But make sure to be serious about this. This is for mentorship. You are going to invest in your business to get a return on that, and make sure that you are serious about your business. If you want to take it to the next level, click that first link in the description, apply for a call. We'll call you and see if we can help you take your business to an absolute next level, just like Albert. Hope you enjoyed that strategy with Albert. If you want to learn how my other student, Johnny, went to $1,000 per day consistently with a very nice profit margin, I broke down his strategy in this video. Fastest way to $1,000 a day. This is one of the fastest students to get to that point, 1K per day and consistent 10K, 20K months. So make sure to check it right there. Click that video that's going to be there. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, that like button, and schedule a call with the first link in the description. Come and automate if you want to participate in the giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.